Welcome back
to yours truly.
Another week.
Us. Another week is
Another
gone
week
by.
with us.
Another week in the 100-degree heat in Arizona that's slowly killing us.
It's slow. No, it's quickly killing me.
It's killing me too.
I feel like you just can't go outside and do anything.
No, you can't do anything. I feel like I'm just slowly getting back to the feeling of you just slowly feel the drips of sweat down your back as you're
constantly.
just sitting anywhere.
I think I just get running errands used to be like kind of fun. You max
now
out.
I, like, avoid it.
You max out at
costs.
2 errands. Like if I'm getting in and out of the car 2 different times, I'm done. I'm annoyed.
I won't.
I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going home.
I won't because it gets so hot in my car.
Yeah, it's just like
out.
getting in and out of a hot car. Oh man,
It's brutal.
it sucks.
It's terrible. So
I just get annoyed.
anyway, what do you want to talk about today?
Oh man,
I have something that I feel like I've been thinking about a lot.
let's hear it.
I've been thinking a lot about Tesla trucks.
Dog, that's on my list. I was having a day where I was like in a bad mood, and I just wrote down Tesla Cybertruck is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is so funny.
That's crazy. We have not broached that topic at all together.
I haven't told anyone that. I just wrote it in my notes because I was like, I have to say that.
I was like, I need to talk about how
it is
angry
the
they
dumbest
make me.
thing I've ever seen. It makes me mad.
It feels as though they gave a child a piece of paper and said, draw what
would you like to see on the road?
Yeah. Draw what you think a truck looks like. And that's what they decided
I see it and
to
I'm
make.
like, are we on a movie set
I'm like,
for a
what?
sci-fi
It
movie
literally
right now?
So stupid. It looks so dumb. And I'm like, if you want to feel special, like you just look like
You
an
look
idiot.
so dumb.
Like they're the ugliest
I see
cars
it and I'm in a bad
seen.
mood. I see it and I'm like, why do you have that? Like, why do you have that giant toy? It's like a toy that I would buy my nephew.
I just don't understand the point at the top.
I don't either.
And then I don't even understand how
In like
you
Chandler,
store things.
Arizona, why do you
not?
need that? Like maybe in like a war setting, I could see
Yeah,
it.
because I was gonna say when I went to Idaho Falls.
Did
I
you
was
see one?
shocked. I saw several, and
Oh
I was
my
like,
gosh.
for what
For
reason
what?
do you need these here?
It's
like
so dumb. If I got
the
picked,
4-wheel drive.
if I was
there's
like
no
going on
way.
a date with someone and they picked me up on that, I think that would be worse than like a Charger. I'd be like,
I think
no,
I think
I'm
it
not
goes
getting in that.
worst ever possible Tesla truck, Charger, any car that just makes a loud noise.
Yeah,
when it drives is something
Yeah.
I never want to be seen in.
and is there a difference between just a regular? Is there a Tesla truck or no? It's just the Cybertruck.
The Cyber, I think
Okay.
it is maybe called the Cybertruck. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just detest it every single time I see it. I'm like, what idiot?
And it's so weird
made this
because
look
like when I see a
this?
Tesla, I don't think that, but when I see
No.
the Cybertruck, I'm like,
I feel like
you're an idiot.
that's. I feel like they were like, we're in the future now.
Oh my
And this is what we
gosh.
always thought futuristic cars would look like. So let's start this.
It's just
trend.
like it's not even like if I were to see like the first time Teslas came out, I was like, well, that looks like a futuristic car. I feel like the Cybertruck it's just big and bulky, and it doesn't even look like sleek.
no.
It looks huge, like
It just looks like the dumbest thing.
unnecessarily large.
I hate it. So
I literally hate
I'm
it
so
too.
upset about it.
Me too. There's quite a few I've been seeing around here, and I'm just, ugh,
I just can't
icks me out.
understand why you would ever opt for that over a regular truck.
Or
Because in my mind, that's the same audience.
literally any other car.
Any other car.
Any other car. And it can't be like,
Get a Pilot.
I feel like it just can't be like economically
No.
like worth the.
I feel like it's so long, it can't fit in parking spots either. In
It's
my mind,
just-
it's so grossly long.
Yeah,
But hey,
whatever.
I hate that for everyone who owns one.
Yeah.
And I will
it's not
laugh at
even
you
cool.
forever.
It's not cool.
That's so funny that
That
wanted
is
to
literally,
say
I was
that.
like, this is going to be so out of pocket that it's on my list. The other, now, since we're on the topic of like bad things, I also watched probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my gosh, can I guess what it is?
Yes.
Is it A Family Affair?
Yes.
I have not seen it.
Do not waste your time. It is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Which is devastating because Nicole Kidman's in it.
That's why I watched it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Nicole
Surely she couldn't sign on.
Surely it's going to be like me. I was like, I had low expectations too. I was like, I'm thinking 50%. Worse.
Really?
I would give it less than 5%.
If you were to write a review, what would your review?
I just
3 to 5 sentences. This movie review go.
Like, what even is the plot? Like, Nicole Kidman and Zac Efron, no chemistry. Like, both of them have pretty bad plastic surgery. So you're kind of just looking at that the whole time. You're like, And then you're like, oh, wait, they're supposed to be in love. And it just doesn't land. And I couldn't even tell you really what the plot was.
That's crazy.
I just was like, oh my gosh, it's getting worse and worse.
And Joey King,
she's so annoying. And she plays like, I mean, she's like a young middle adult.
Yeah.
She just gives off this like very child energy.
She gives off like eternal like 12-year-old.
Yeah, very much 12-year-old. And I'm like, it's like, okay, Zac Efron plays a celebrity, and I'm like, oh, is he playing himself? Because he's kind of a jerk. Yeah. And I'm like, nah, that feels kind of weird. And she's like his assistant. But I'm like, this just doesn't seem realistic to me. It's not realistic whatsoever. And I mean, movies aren't always, but it just like did not.
The worst movie.
It was the worst movie I've ever seen.
I feel like this is starting like a stemmed thought process for me, because I said that thing about Joey King, and I agree, like almost, and I feel bad for her because I do think a better part of America dislikes her.
Yeah.
And I don't feel good about that, because I think if I were to meet her, like I would like her. But I think if you play the role of Gypsy Rose in the act,
I think that's might have what
that
did
is
it
like,
for me.
I think what people will like, that is all I ever see her as, is like that annoying 12-year-old like act that was, and her voice in that, and like the mannerisms.
Yeah.
So like she did too well. That's all I'll ever see.
I feel like I'll see like pictures of her like being normal. Like she's married, I think.
Yeah, she had a gorgeous wedding in Italy.
Yeah, she's like, and I'm like, oh wow, she seems cool. She like looks good. But then anytime I see her in a role, I'm like,
I hate it.
Yeah.
And I think it is all because of that gypsy. I mean, look, the kissing booth was also nothing to write home
nothing
about.
to write home about.
Bad movie.
Better than A Family Affair. I will tell you that. I was shocked mostly because of Nicole Kidman and Zac Efron. I'm not like a hater. I'm not like lover, but
he's not a good actor, I don't think.
No.
But then I also never saw The Iron Claw, and I heard he was good in that.
He was good in that.
So maybe he just keeps taking really bad, cheesy material.
I don't know why either of them took that.
I mean, Netflix probably played them buku dollars.
Yeah, because
he was like good at the character, I guess, in like Neighbors. But like he played like an idiot frat boy, so like I don't really know how
not
hard
far
that
off,
is.
Yeah.
17 again, also an idiot, like
dude,
but like he was good.
That was like his prime, I think.
He looked the prime then too.
Yeah, I think he just
High School Musical 3, 17 again was peak Zac Efron for me.
Yeah, he like I know he's had some like facial reconstruction stuff going on, not just plastic surgery, but like it looks really bad.
He seems like a great guy though.
Maybe.
He seems kind of weird though, because I watched that Down to Earth with Zac Efron show.
Oh,
and it was one of the most awkward,
really,
like two hosts I've ever seen in my life. Like I think if Zac did it by himself, he would have done fine. But his co-host was so weird.
Who was it?
It was someone not famous. It was like someone in like the health world.
Interesting.
So it was just odd. But I'm so sorry you had to watch that movie.
Yeah, I put it on like in the background, and like it did suck me in because I was like, God, it has to get better. And it didn't. And it didn't. It got worse.
I think there's something. This is the thing with like Netflix original movies. They're either so bad it's comical, or they're so bad it's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Like,
I would agree with that.
To All the Boys I've Ever Loved, so bad it's comical.
Yes.
A Family Affair, so bad it's like pulling teeth. So bad it's comical. Kissing Booth, almost, I would say.
Yeah.
If you're in a group setting where you're all watching it together and laughing at it, that's great TV. Like, I love a bad movie like that.
Yeah.
But then the like Ashton Kutcher, Reese Witherspoon one last year, Your Place or Mine, was like so bad.
I don't think I watched that.
I stopped it halfway.
I wish
because I was like, I literally can't get through this. Like, this is the worst
There's
thing I've ever seen.
like at the end, there's like a scene that they kiss in the grocery store, and it's so like it's so awkward. I'm like, I no.
Do they end up together?
Yes.
That's weirder.
It's weird. Like
she's like 60.
I mean, she looks good.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman is amazing.
She looks good, but I'm like, in what world is that happening?
Fair enough.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Something else I have on my list to talk about is Gladiator 2 and Wicked.
Yeah.
Now being released on the same day.
So, do we have another Barbenheimer? I don't know, because to me, both these movies are for the girls.
I would honestly agree with that.
Both of them are for the girls.
Everyone I've talked to about Gladiator 2 has been women.
Yeah, because the men in that movie...
It's Paul Mescal...
Pedro Pascal.
At his prime.
Yeah.
The photo I saw of him as the Gladiator, I was like, all right. I'm seated for that movie. Count me there. Opening day.
Yeah. I'll be there.
Show.
I will be there.
I'm a Wicked fan through and through.
Yeah. Same.
But I might do Gladiator first.
I will say though, I am like the original Gladiator.
Yeah.
I am a fan of that because it's just a really good movie.
And I've yet to see it. So
yeah, it's a great movie. I grew up watching that countless times because of my brothers. But there was a very vital moment. I watched it alone one time where I like really understood the story and I was like, I get it. I get what they're talking about. This movie is like, so good.
Breakthrough.
I was like, before I would just watch it because it was on or like the music was good. Yeah. Like I knew it was like good, but it's good. It's more story driven than I think this one's gonna be.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
See, the guy I dated in high school, it was his favorite movie. So I almost have just never watched it out of pure, like,
so when you
vengeance.
When you were with him, you didn't watch it?
No.
To like
because historically, points? Every guy I date, I make them watch Les Mis with me, and I'll never watch anything that they want to watch. Oh. I'm just like, no, we have to watch Les Mis, but no, I don't want to watch what you want to watch.
I would watch Gladiator with somebody.
Well, now I will because it's like your family's all hype about it.
Yeah, it's good.
But it's for that reason and that reason alone.
Right.
Not any other reason. No. So I think when both of these movies come out, I have to start with Gladiator.
Yeah.
And then watch Wicked right after.
Yeah.
So then I can end on like a high note.
You saw Barbie first before Oppenheimer. You recently saw
Oppenheimer. I recently just watched Oppenheimer for the first time. It was like, I think it's so funny because I'm all talk and no follow through. Yeah. Whenever like events like this happen, I'm like so excited.
You're like, I'll be there.
I'm like Barbenheimer, double feature. Like showing. This is so fun. Like we're gonna do this. I saw Barbie like a week after it came out, and then Oppenheimer 8 months later.
I think I saw. I'll get around. I saw Oppenheimer first. I don't remember.
This one I almost feel more excited about because I think I'm more excited for Gladiator 2 than I would be Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
But Oppenheimer, I did leave feeling more knowledgeable than before. But then also more confused than I was before.
I always leave like historical fiction movies like feeling so dumb because I'm like, wow, that was crazy. Did you guys know that happened?
Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Did you know? I think I left Oppenheimer like I walked through the door answering the question of like, who is Oppenheimer? And I got through that door, but then on the other side was 90 other doors.
Yeah.
About nuclear physics as well as every other aspect of what that movie was. That I was like,
I don't think
I took away as much as I could take away.
Honestly. Yeah, I went in like, what is this about? I don't really know what this is about, but I know Cillian Murphy's in it. And then I left, and there's probably 90 other doors. Am I going to ever touch those doors?
No,
I'm not. I'm fine with that.
I know Robert Downey Jr. won an Oscar for his performance, and so did Cillian Murphy. So that's all I can really take away.
I couldn't really tell you anything about who they played.
No, he played Oppenheimer. I don't remember Robert Downey Jr.
No.
Remember he was maybe the bad guy? I think. Was there even a bad guy?
I think
it's all open to interpretation.
You could argue they were maybe all bad. It's one of those movies.
I agree. So who are we to say?
Yeah.
Gladiator 2, we're going to be there for Paul Mescal,
Pedro Pascal.
Pascal.
Yeah.
And then Wicked, I'm there for Ariana Grande.
Heck yeah.
Cynthia Erivo. And Jonathan Bailey.
Yeah.
So I'm done. It's my two favorite things. Attractive men and then a musical. So I'm excited for both. So
it'll be a good day.
It'll be a great day. And it's like the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh.
I think. So it's like a great lead up.
Yeah. Oh man, that'll make that break
Yeah.
so nice.
We can go together. So fun. Okay. What do you have next?
How about music? There's been
Oh,
some big drops music wise.
Okay.
Just this past week, I think it was July 12th, there was like 3 big drops.
Yeah.
Personal to me.
Okay. I think 3 personal to me.
So mine were Claro dropped one.
Yeah.
Her album Charm. Love Claro. That's all I'll say about that.
Finished.
There was Cigarettes After Sex dropped one.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not super familiar, but I don't know how many albums there are. Like I feel like it's been a minute since they've dropped music. And then Elevation dropped one.
Oh my gosh.
All on the same day. I was like, wow.
How would you rate them all?
Well, I'm still making it through I'll be honest, all of the listens.
You did listen to Claro today. What'd you think?
I listened to Claro today. I liked it a lot. I think my favorite album from hers is 2 albums ago.
Immunity.
So Immunity. So good.
Yeah.
The next one was good, but kind of like music that she's just so easy to listen to.
Yeah.
Very easy, like very chill. It was kind of like jazzy a little bit.
Yeah.
This one, I like it, I think, a little bit more than that one, but I'm not quite sure if it's going to hit the Immunity.
Yeah.
There's some emotional songs on there.
That makes sense. I think for me, I love her as an artist, and I love her and the Japanese House are very similar to me.
Yes.
Where, if you were to ask me, if you were to play me a song, I would never be able to tell you what song that was.
Yeah.
I never could tell you the lyrics, the song, or what any of it is about. However, when I'm reading at night, I would love to put on those albums because they're just very, very
good background.
Easy to listen to.
I will say probably the Immunity album, I could tell you like the lyrics in the song, but I think after that, I probably couldn't.
Makes sense.
But
so
yeah, I haven't delved into the Cigarettes After Sex one.
Yeah.
But I have listened to a lot of the Elevation one, which is great.
Okay.
That's good.
I need to listen to that one still.
Yeah, that's good.
Mine were Remi Wolf dropped an album.
Nice.
Big Ideas. Griff dropped her first debut album, Vertigo. And then I'd probably say Claro would be the other one.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite artists, Grace Anger, dropped just a single.
Oh.
And it's so good. And I posted it on my story and she responded. And I was like,
what did you do? Like it or something?
Yeah,
or?
she sent me like hearts. And I was just like,
amazing.
I love you, Grace. Love you so
You're
much.
so good at finding artists like
that are small enough where I have an opportunity like that.
Because she opened for somebody we saw.
Yeah.
I remember who it was.
Maisie. And I fell in love with her. I was like, she's amazing. And so I'm a big Grace Anger fan. Remi's album took me by surprise. I actually love it.
Really?
It's really good. And so
I just recently kind of got into her. Her music is fun.
Her music is fun.
It's really fun.
I love it. And so I was selling my tickets for her show in September, and now I don't think I am. So it works out. So
yeah.
And then Griff's album was probably my favorite, Vertigo. So highly recommend that one.
Nice.
All around just like really, really good music. She opened for Taylor Swift in London. So I feel like she's growing, but she's like mainly UK.
Okay.
Like Europe based right now. And I don't think as many people have heard about her over here at the US. So
yeah,
I've been listening to her, I think, most of this year. I think she might be one of my top artists, to be honest.
Whoa.
Her and Noah Khan.
Yeah.
And then Jensen McCrae.
Never heard of that
is going to be
person.
one of my top artists. Taylor Swift will probably be up there, but in terms of like variety for me.
Wow. Who is this Jensen?
She opened for Noah, not my show, of course, but I listened to her album and it's spectacular. I think it's My Ego's Dying at the End is the title of the album, but I could be wrong on that. So anyway, some good little recommendations.
Yeah. Some good drops recently.
I feel like that is really it. Do you want to end on highs and lows of this last week?
Oh. Yes.
Asia's high.
I have a good high.
Actually, we should just end with Asia's high. This is actually all here. We'll do one of my lows, and we can do a high for you because my week hasn't been extraordinarily bad, but I have like a reaction to makeup that I bought, and so if you're wondering, man, Lucy's eyes look a little off. I have like these dark red swellings.
Did you wear it again?
On. I wore it yesterday, or I wore it Saturday night, but I also wore contacts, and I had this exact thing happen to me 2 weeks ago when I wore contacts and wore this makeup, where my eyes swelled up and got red all around. And I was like, could be these really old contacts, or could be this, and I didn't know what it was, or if it was a mixture of things. Well, on Saturday, I went to a concert, and I did contacts and that setting powder again.
Yeah.
And the next day, all red around. So last night, I was like, I got to figure out which of it is.
Yes.
So I wore glasses and I put that setting powder on. Yeah, my eyes swollen shut this morning. Absolutely poofed. So thank the Lord they had swelled down by this, because I was like, man, if I have to go on this podcast.
You're like,
and my eyes are like swollen and red and just wrecked.
Cut it. Cut the show. We're not doing it.
So massive amount of concealer on my face right now. But
that's crazy, though.
You know, so
have you ever had an allergy to anything?
No, nothing like topical like that.
I just imagine you at the doctor. You're like, yeah, I'm allergic to setting powder.
Must be this brand. I won't put it on blast, but
I'll ask you later.
Yeah, so that's great.
Well,
so that's my low. But Asia,
I have a big high. I took a very important test on Saturday and I passed. So, yeah, if you don't know me personally, I'm a nurse. I went through nurse practitioner school, and then you have to take a test to get certified. And I took it and I passed.
So Asia is now a nurse practitioner.
I am a family nurse practitioner, all legal and certified and ready to write prescriptions.
Thank goodness.
So
will be my new doctor.
Big high.
So exciting. So celebrate for Asia today.
Yeah, give me a woohoo.
Yeah, pour a drink out for Asia as you listen to this. Cheers to her.
Yes.
She's amazing, but we'll
catch you next week.
Next time. Bye.
Bye.